Hi, welcome to AFTV. We've just lost to Inter Milan in the Champions League here at the San Siro, 1-0. One shot on target for Inter Milan. One goal, 1-0. But is that, for you, is that the story of today, the 1-0 that we lost? Is that the story of the whole, how the performance went, how the game was played out for you, or is there more to it?
More to it, I think, to be honest. There were chances in that game. Obviously, the one off the line, Havertz. Literally, you're thinking the net's going to bulge.
That block, though.
It was absolutely superb.
Ridiculous.
Obviously, as Robbie said earlier, it was sort of backs to the wall stuff for Inter Milan. And they did very, very well at it. And obviously these Italian teams are known to be pragmatic and very defensive. And that's exactly what they did tonight, much to our frustration. But again, it seems to come down to the same thing sometimes in these tight games. Just that one moment of magic that we're lacking. Havertz could have provided it. Didn't quite. I'm not going to criticise Havertz, but obviously that's a big moment in the game. Yeah, if he gets that shot off straight away, I don't know if that's possibly too critical, but it's just those small margins again, and a few people have said that tonight. We just couldn't get over the line. But to be honest, a draw would have been a much fairer result, in my opinion.
I agree. A draw would have been a fair result. But is it frustrating as an Arsenal fan that we're kind of going back through this? You said, listen, 14 or 13 corners. I remember Saliba having a header that he completely missed. Havertz off the block. There was also a clearance off the line from Inter Milan. We dominated possession. As a fan, is it frustrating that we don't see Arsenal converting, because all they had is one shot on target? Is that a problem for you?
Absolutely, Cecil. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you roll back the years, obviously under the likes of, Arsene Wenger, we remember all of these performances, don't we, where Arsenal are dominating possession but not scoring goals. Yeah, and it seems to come back to that, as you say, quite often every time, and we're getting back to that again. And it adds salt to the wounds when you see Viktor Gyökeres scoring a hat-trick last night against Manchester City. Yeah. That's, quite painful. I said, before the transfer window ended, that we really needed a number 9. Now, some people very fairly say, well, who do you get? And obviously Man United have had some troubles with their signings as well. So, it doesn't always work out. But, Havertz has done brilliantly. But is he the fox in the box, to pun a term, that we need? Someone that's going to actually get on the end of stuff and actually score a goal in an important moment. And it seems like we're lacking that a little bit at the moment.
Just lastly then, just is it a player that you think is going to be the solution? For instance, if when Yeri came on, I feel like he added an injection of something that could have potentially, if he had longer minutes, maybe changed the game. Martin Odegaard could have come on. We've seen him in the past, lead Arsenal to wins. Is it a person? Is it a signing, or is it something that Arteta needs to fix in the style of play to kind of get it over the line? Or was it just unlucky tonight?
I think there's a lot of metrics to it. I think there's a bit of both. I think if you get an extra striker in, I don't think our squad is deep enough, to be quite honest. I think Nuneri, as I've said before, is a really exciting talent. He actually, that turn he made, that little swivel and shot was absolutely unbelievable.
Quality.
And although it went over the bar, I was really happy to see him try it, because again, it's showing courage and drive. Now, Arteta last season, we got to sort of December, January, that Liverpool 2-0 defeat in the FA Cup, and everyone's saying he needs a striker, and he fixed up, and he's changed it, and we won, I think, 17 out of 19 remaining games, scoring a lot of goals. So can he fix it tactically? I don't know, but I think we do need extra, and I think we do need a deeper squad.